The United States just unleashed the biggest shockwave in global trade since the 1970s. And almost nobody has realized it yet. Because while the world is mesmerized by the artificial intelligence boom, the global economy is quietly drifting toward a breaking point. And if the data is right, the next major crisis won't start in China. It won't start in Europe. It will start in Washington. This is not a prediction video. This is a structural warning. Today, we are unpacking one of the most misunderstood economic paradoxes of our time. How the United States is actively slowing global growth, while simultaneously holding the global economy together with an unprecedented wave of AI investment. This is not just economics. This is geopolitics. This is history repeating itself, but with a dangerous technological twist. Let's start with what Washington actually did. The US has launched a sweeping new wave of tariffs across the global economy. Manufacturing, semiconductors, electric vehicles, industrial components. Everything. These tariffs are not symbolic. They are weaponized economic policy. And the fallout was immediate. The World Trade Organization slashed global trade projections. The IMF cut global growth forecasts for 2025. Supply chains are slowing under costs that, in some cases, have tripled. The formula is classic: protectionism leads to falling trade volumes. And falling trade volumes lead to slower global growth. But this time, something unprecedented happened. Just as global trade began to crack, US tech giants detonated a historic investment explosion. Amazon, Google, Meta, Microsoft. Together, they are pouring hundreds of billions of dollars into artificial intelligence infrastructure. Data centers, advanced chips, robotics, cloud computing, supercomputing clusters. The scale is enormous, essentially a $1 trillion shockwave injected directly into the economy. And it is propping up the global system in ways no one expected. Capital investment in the US is surging. Semiconductor demand is skyrocketing. Productivity metrics are temporarily rising. Stock markets are inflating. And global GDP projections are being quietly cushioned by this AI frenzy. In simple terms, tariffs are pulling the world down. But the AI boom is keeping the world alive. This contradiction has no historical parallel. And this is where the story turns dangerous. We have seen this movie before. In the late 1920s, US protectionism rose, while new technologies like radio and electrification exploded. In the 1970s, global trade stagnated, while computing and automation surged. Every time we see protectionism combined with rapid technological acceleration, the outcome is the same: volatility, instability, and eventually, a painful correction. Because AI investment cannot replace global trade. It can only mask the damage temporarily. And once the AI investment cycle slows, even slightly, the world will feel the full weight of collapsing trade flows. And the global economy is not prepared for that impact. So who wins from this contradiction? And who loses? Short-term winners are obvious: US tech giants, semiconductor producers, AI-related supply chains, commodity exporters tied to tech infrastructure, like copper and rare earths. But the losers are already emerging. Export-dependent emerging markets, manufacturers outside the United States, Europe's industrial core, especially Germany, which depends on open trade, and global logistics firms watching shipping volumes fall. And the long-term losers? Potentially everyone, if global fragmentation continues. Now here's the part nobody says out loud. These tariffs are not only economic tools, they are strategic weapons. They are designed to slow China's industrial expansion, to rebuild American manufacturing, to rewrite global supply chains, to control the next generation of AI and semiconductor infrastructure, and to maintain US dominance on the technological frontier. But strategy always has a cost. And those costs are now surfacing across global trade data. So here is the question that will define the next decade. Are we entering a world where artificial intelligence becomes the new engine of global growth? Or are we heading toward a slow-motion trade recession disguised by a massive tech bubble? Because the tension between tariffs and technology cannot last forever. One of these forces has to win. And whichever one does, will reshape the entire global economy. If you want deeper analysis on global economics, geopolitics, and the history behind today's crises, make sure to subscribe. Because the next episode will break down one of the most important forces shaping our era, the Great Central Banking Paradox.